welcome back to my channel. It's Jenny from Haphazard Book Nook. I'm going to be doing the summer camp tag today. This tag was made by Jessie the Reader. And my friend Carissa asked my friends if we would all like to do the tag and post them in the same week. All right, let's get started. The first one is campground. What fictional world do you want your camp set in? While it's not actually fictional, I'm going to go with the filming set from Shipwrecked by Olivia Dade. In this book, the characters are filming on a remote island in Ireland. I love Ireland. I went to visit it a few years back and I absolutely loved it. So I believe having it set on an island where people are having to work together to be able to build houses and things would be a lot of fun, a lot of work, but also a lot of fun. All right, the next one is camp name. Pick a book title that you believe would be perfect for your camp's name. And I have chosen Lore of the Wilds by Annalise Brana. Since we're out on a remote island, I figure having the wilds in the name would be perfect. All right, camp flag. What book cover do you think would be perfect as a flag for your island? I chose Voyage of the Damned by Frances White. We're on a remote island, so it just makes sense to have the flag be a fish in a boat. Also, look at how gorgeous this edition is. Cabin names. This one, I have to pick 3 random books. I have to flip to a random page, and then using only the words on the page, I need to come up with cabin names. So this is the only one that I have not thought about because it is for random. So I have 3 bookshelves currently, so I figure I'll do 1 book off of each bookshelf. But I want them to be books that I've read so I don't spoil myself. All right, I'm gonna go with Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. Okay, the very first thing I see is The Circus Fire. So I'm gonna have to go with The Circus Fire, honestly. It's better than The Great Influenza, which was also on that page. All right, so for my fantasy shelf, I don't want to go with Fourth Wings. I don't want it to be something that's super common. I could go with Be Sure, the first 2 books I've read in the Wayward Children series, but I'm actually getting drawn to this tiny book that my sister actually wrote. It's called Upon the New Moon by Michaela Wieland. So this is an interesting one, so we will see. Okay, so I see Kills. I see Sleepy Hollow, that's where it's set. Quaint, Shutters, Silver Motorcycle. I think that's a hard one. I think I'm gonna go with, for some reason, Hollow Motorcycle, but that does not sound like a very good camp or cabin name. I'm gonna go with Quaint Hollow. I'm gonna go with Quaint Hollow. We'll see. That doesn't sound like a very good name either, but that's what we're going with. All right. All right, and then my last shelf is over on the other side of the room, so I'm just gonna run over and grab one of my horror books real quick. So one of the most recent books that I've actually finished that it's a horror novel is In the Roses of Pyuria by Anna Burke. This is my very beautiful Twisted Retreat copy. It's, again, gorgeous. All right. Well, I chose one that has a whole bunch of language that I can't speak, so that's lovely. Let's see, I see Earth, Heaven, Zeus, Aphrodite, Immortal, Shimmering Throne, Vampire, Garden, Mr. Muffin, who honestly is the best character in this entire book. Let's see, there is Lizard, Bat, Gothic. Let's go with, so Trap is also on here, so I'm gonna go with Gothic Trap, and I'm just gonna feel really bad for anybody who gets assigned to that cabin. So next we're picking our camp counselors, and the first one that I have chose is from Hunted by Darcy Coates. It's actually Anna, because I feel like she's the only smart one in this entire book. She is the one that procures all of the hiking equipment in the beginning, and comes up with good ideas to try not to get lost. So if anybody's looking for a good creature feature, this is a great one. All right, my next camp counselor is going to be Danny from Love and Formaldehyde by CM Guidros. So in this, she does everything she can to help care for her brother. They both actually come from a not very great family life. So she goes through schooling to become a mortician's assistant, and she moves to a new town and then ends up going back and getting her brother and having him live with her. So I feel like she would be a really caring camp counselor. All right, and then my last camp counselor, you're gonna have to bear with me. I'm gonna choose War from War by Laura Thalassa. Is he a murderous deity? Yes. Does he also run a camp through the entire book? Yes. Does he keep bad things from happening to the people that he cares about? Also yes. So I think that he would be an interesting camp counselor. All right, so that next is our camp song. So I have to pick a quote from a book that I feel like would be a good song for my camp. So I actually have chosen a quote from a book that I have not read yet, but it made me want to read the book. It's called The Last Hour of Gan by R. Lee Smith. And the person who is talking's name is Zuka. And he says, "It's funny, isn't it? The things you find to love in this life so you don't hate yourself so much for living it." And I think it's great. So the second to last one is I need to pick camp activities. So in this one, you have to select a book and choose activities from it to be able to do at your camp. So I have chosen Dungeons and Drama by Christy Boyce, because who does not want to do drama? Plays and things, very campy. And then Dungeons and Dragons. So you have the board games, you have the drama and plays, you're good. As a second activity, since I can't choose just one and we're on a remote island, I'm going to also choose Whale Fall by Daniel Kraus. And for this one, it's going to be scuba diving. Not the getting eaten by the whale part, just the scuba diving part. All right, and then the last one is a camp book essential. So we don't have any internet, we don't have communication to the outside world, so we need something to be able to do. So this one is to choose a book that you wanted to read at camp. For this one, I chose Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. I'm actually planning on reading this whole series as a vlog later on this year, and so I could go ahead and get a jump start on that while I'm at camp. Also, this book is huge. It's over 600 pages, so it would keep me busy for a while. All right, and then the actual last one is campers, and I'm supposed to tag people to also do this tag, but I'm just gonna tell you and put down below my friends who are also doing this tag. One is Maggie from Maggie's Books and Stuff. One is Steph from My Kind of Steph. Carissa from Boxers and Books. So go ahead and head on over and watch their videos, because I'm sure that they're also going to be great. So let me know down below if you would want to go to my camp, and if you do, who would you want to be your counselor and which of the cabins would you want to stay in? I hope that you have a good rest of your day. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you'd like to, and I'll see you next time. Bye.